Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Elohim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harakah Kudash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwathas keeping the faith in the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. All right? And the people are definitely mourning, and that mourning is becoming more and more severe with each event that happens, which coincidentally happens damn near every week now, it seems like. Every week is a new event that has the people, stuck in chaos. So we're living in some chaotic times, which is, really we're living in some beautiful times because we understand that this is the Lord doing away with our captivity. Right? But go to the book of Isaiah 19 and verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and the fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh, Yahweh of hosts. Right? The Lord has placed as a ruler over the daughter of Babylon a fierce king, right? Who could care less about, the old or the young, which is, Esau Edom as a whole anyway. But it's just, worse now. Right? The latest news is due to the government shutdown, you have a lot of federal workers that's not getting paid. More so, I'm speaking about TSA, which is, the airport people, airport security, airport employees, right? That, check individuals that's, about to board a plane. They ain't been getting paid. I want to say they haven't gotten the check in a month, right? And this ain't the first time that it's happened. So you got a lot of TSA workers that's, that just walked off the job, and it's understandable because when we don't work for free. Don't nobody works for free, right? Them days over with. But the daughter of Babylon's ruler at this present time is trying to force individuals to work for free, strictly for pride's sake, right? Which, goes into 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, right? But nevertheless, you have these TSA workers that's walking off the job. So what was his bright idea to do? Bring in ICE to replace the TSA workers. So the government don't have money to pay for the TSA agents, but they got money to pay for the ICE agents. All right? Does not make sense at all, but that's the world we live in. We live in a senseless world, right? This world that has everything as good, evil, and everything that's evil as good, right? So nevertheless, I'm going to let these videos play. I'll be back.
We're not moving. We literally just had to say, forget the trip. Just forget the whole airport. We're done. The trip. Going back home. Back home we go. I'll show y'all why.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. All right, so you see the madness that's going on in these airports. People ain't able to go nowhere because the lines are ridiculous. You can only imagine if this shutdown continues to go on, during holidays and things of such. Shit gonna be crazy as hell. But I would argue that it's possible that they're trying to force people to stay put. Who knows, right? Maybe they don't want people traveling. Maybe it's something else going on, right? Never put it past this devil, man. This devil knows something, and he probably not telling the people, and who knows, all right? But nevertheless, this is what's going on in these outputs, and they doing it, like I said, because of pride and on purpose, right? The devil is really showing, Babylon's leaders are showing Babylonians they do not give a damn about you. The different moves that they make is not for your benefit. It never has been for your benefit. They just put somebody in place that can, make the moves without trying to hide their hand. That'll throw a rock and not try to hide their hand. Just blatantly be like, yeah, I threw that bitch. But, try to explain it away. But nevertheless, this is what's going on, right? And on top of, like I said, the TSA workers leaving, which is having airports looking like this. This devil brought in ICE agents, the same ICE agents that's unaliving people out here in these streets, right? That's pulling over American citizens or Babylonian citizens, arresting them, sending them into, these different holding areas, right? Because you're guilty before proven innocent, right? And these same individuals are who he chose to take the place of the TSA. I guess you could say agents because they work for the feds. So let's let that video play. I'll be back.
Badge number. I'm supposed to know that. I'm asking for your badge number, sir. What is your badge number?
President Trump decided to send hundreds of ICE officers into the airports that are greatly impacted, like here in Atlanta. Mayor Andre Dickens says those officers are meant to help with crowd control and line management. They are not supposed to conduct any immigration enforcement.
So apparently that's how that's going. I was saying this world we're living in now, you can't tell if this real or not. Just being real, this may be artificial intelligence, right? But that's how ill this world has gotten, man. That's how crazy this world is, and it's only gonna get worse and worse and worse. How Scripture says, if it was possible, this devil would be able to fool even the elect. So we got some crazy times ahead, man. We facing some real deal, some wild times to come. And soon. I ain't talking about 10 years down the line. I'm talking about soon, right? Well, we understand this devil's 2030 agenda and, they pushing that even faster, right? I want to say they had something called Operation Lightspeed, right? But, yeah, this is what's going on in the world. So, how Scripture says, walk circumspectly. Don't just be out here, in the days, man. Right? I know you still got to work. You still got things you got going on. You may be tired or whatever. Just be aware of what's going on and walk in wisdom so that you don't get caught up in the nonsense to come. How Scripture says, stand not in the way of sinners. All right, so keep your head on the swivel. All right? Make sure that you walking as righteous as you possibly can be so that the Lord don't lump you in, with these two-third minded individuals and these heathens. Right, but yeah, so that's what's going on. Call hello, like how about some how shy by some Harold Kakada Shalom Yasha Allah Wow Baba Ball.